Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm Anna. In case you didn't know, I haven't posted in quite a long time, but I feel like with everything going on right now and having to stay home, it's a good time for me to be more creative on this platform again. And even with all the chaos going on in the world, at least there's something that I can focus on and be centered with. Today I'm going to be doing a spring fairy inspired makeup look, so stay tuned and enjoy. I typically do not wear foundation, so I'm just gonna go straight in with concealer. I'm using Tarte Shape Tape in the color Fair Neutral. A good look. What have you guys been up to while we are all stuck inside? Please leave a comment because I feel like I always need more things to do, and I've been, as half of the population, been playing Animal Crossing basically non-stop, so it's kind of getting into a bit of a problem, but that's okay. Sorry if you're sick of hearing about it, but it is so fun and it is so good and it is such a beautiful game. I'm just blending in the rest of my under eye concealer with this little brush, just because I feel like it gets into the little corners better than a beauty blender does. So now that we're all blended, we'll move to the next step, which is probably the most important step actually for this makeup look. It is what everything is based off of. The next thing I will be using is the Peachy Bean palette from Essence, and it is a blush and highlighter palette. It is really pretty, and I will mainly be using the blush for these ones. The highlight's quite pretty too, but it is more subtle of a highlight, so depending on what you like. So I'm gonna go into Very Beautiful. What we want here is to create like a lifted look. So I'm gonna go right below my cheekbone and start applying that. And go heavy. Go heavy with the blush, because it'll look the most fairy-like, I think. What I do is I sort of make like a triangle with the blush, with the most pigmented portion going here and then working down into the triangle, just to give that lift again. And you don't want to go too far into your face, just about halfway through your eye. Make sure you compare both sides, because right now I'm looking pretty uneven where this is a lot higher than this guy's, so it's gonna make me look rather wacky. So going again with that same Very Beautiful blush, I'm gonna go in with a little eyeshadow brush. I don't know, you can kind of use something fluffy, but whatever it is, go ahead. And this is gonna be sort of weird for a lot of people, because I don't think a lot of people do this, but we're gonna sort of contour the tip of our nose with blush. We kind of want to draw like a circle around this bit, around your like little boopy nose bit. Can you believe I have a science degree? And then a little bit of contour up the sides of the nose with blush, and then blend that out to the sides. This is where I like to connect it a little bit with the rest of the blush, so you can bring back your larger blush brush and be very gentle-handed here, so it doesn't end up looking too much. Go back to your eyeshadow brush, eyeshadow brush for blush. You know what I mean, it's fine. So make sure you really warm up underneath your eye and into the crease. Then I put a little bit of blush just on the chin, so it doesn't look like it's standing out too much. Then I go back with the eyeshadow brush and hit my fill thumb. Right? I think so. Really just blend that out, so it kind of looks like you've been kissing somebody. That's what fairies do, right? And a little bit on the bottom. With the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil, I am going to do a little brown wing just to give it some interest. So next I'm going to go in with my super duper old Carli Bybel by BH Cosmetics palette. I really like the highlights in here, so that is why I've been using it for so long, and I refuse to get rid of it because they stopped making it. So whoops on my behalf. So we're gonna hit the high points of the cheekbones and then underneath the eyebrow, like so. I'm using a fan brush, but it kind of squish it up sometimes. Squish it up sometimes. I think it ends up working really well for highlight. And then I do a little bit on the tip of my nose with the brush, but because that's not dramatic enough for me, I go with my finger, and the heat and the oils from the finger really gives that highlight a pop. And again on the top here, blend it out, and in the corner of your eyes. And then I add some on my Cupid's bow as well. Almost done. Using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, I'm just gonna go in and add a little definition to my eyebrows. I think trying to do like a fairly straight brow for this look looks really good. I think it really adds sort of that fantastical element to it. Once you've got this wacky look, go ahead and start brushing them up with a little spoolie. And to finish them off, I'm actually going to use hairspray. I get another spoolie. I spray some hairspray into my hand. You've got to be kind of fast before it dries. Dip the spoolie in there, look into the mirror, and push them up. Okay, sisters, not twins, but good enough for me. I'm not going to do false lashes for this look, but I am going to use Essence mascara. Super cheap, really nice, love it. For lips, I'm going to use a few products, but I'm going to start with the Soft Matte Lip Cream by NYX or NYX. I don't actually know what the proper way to pronounce that is. Someone let me know. And we're going to put that just in the middle of the lips. I know, looks very, very intense. Give it a hot sec and go ahead and blend that in. Then you're going to cover that up with the Glossier lipstick in Cake. This is an optional step, but I think it really adds something to the look. I'm going to be using Freck to add some fake freckles. You can also use any type of brown eye pencil, or even eyebrow pencil can work too. I think it makes it look very sweet and cute, this look. I do them concentrated on the nose, and if you're lucky to have your own freckles, you can totally just skip this step and your life is good. Unless you've covered them up a bit with makeup, in which case feel free to bring a few of them back to life. I forgot to put on the lip gloss, so I'm going to do that now. Go ahead and use your favorite lip gloss. I use the Kiko Cosmetics one, or Kiko Milano one, that I just have on a double-ended thing. And I think it ends up looking really juicy, really good. So there you have it. That's your fairy makeup look. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really do appreciate it. I hope that you'll be able to subscribe as well so that you can see more of what I have in store. See you later.